Hi, my name's Jem, and here at Everett, over the past year, we've been taking police and youth and bringing them together. Police and youth solve their problems, learning techniques to de-escalate situations. We take real-life stories from them, and we put them on the stage, and then we role-play. We were approached by a young woman named Imani. She felt like her story would be useful to us.
Hi, my name is Imani Walters, and about 3 years ago, I had a police interaction that changed my life.
So she came and she coached me on how to play her in the scenario.
I ended up meeting a police officer in a hard time in my life when I was using drugs. I felt like I wanted to get help, but as soon as I got admitted to the hospital, I realized I wouldn't be able to use drugs anymore. So I ended up escaping from the hospital. When you're wearing a Johnny, they put them on you when you first get in the hospital, and it's really small, so you have to hold it in the back when you're running. And I ended up behind the hospital. And then when I was behind the hospital, the police showed up. I guess the hospital called the police. And the police showed up, and then they were like, get on the floor, put that stick down, because I had a stick in my hand. Yes, you have to be more manic, manic? Like if you drink mad coffee, you have to be up. I'm not putting it down. I'm not putting it down.
Now that Imani coached me on the scene, the other actors are gonna come back into the room. They have no idea what's gonna happen in the scene. All they know is they're playing officers. They have to de-escalate the scene and have a good outcome for everybody.
Put it down!
Leave it alone!
Put it down! Put it down! Put it down or I will shoot. You're not gonna be a bullet now.
Fucking shoot me.
Come on now.
Fucking shoot me.
You can't shoot me.
Fucking shoot me.
You're not gonna shoot.
Fucking shoot me.
I was shot already. Where you going?
I'm going.
Where you going?
I'm going to see Scott.
Put the stick down. Scott.
You leave me alone.
I got this. We're good. We're not gonna approach you. All right? Who is Sky's friend?
Scott is my photography teacher, and he's been teaching me photography since I was 15 years old.
So you do photography?
Man, you're obviously on drugs.
I am not high right now. I was trying to get clean.
How do you take pictures?
I use.
You have a camera?
Yeah, I use a camera, and
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
Let's go see Scott then.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
But we can't bring that with us.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see Scott.
Good. What is your name? Imani. Oh, snap! Oh, I didn't do it.
Just watching Sokio do it made me realize that I didn't ask the right questions. Because even though I was able to calm her down and I told her we were going to go to Scott, I thought Scott might have been a drug dealer or something, like her dealer or something like that. And finding out that she does photography changes your whole perception of who she is.
My main concern was to try to get her trust.
The first thing that every cop did was pull out their weapon. Like Aaron just went like this, and he made the threat that he would shoot.
That's why I didn't do it, because it seemed like it almost made it insurmountable in the two other scenes, because she would keep coming back to the gun being pointed at her.
It turns out Sokio's approach was very similar to Sergeant Boehm's approach in real life.
He treated me like I wasn't a crazy. He treated me like he was talking to one of you guys. Like I wasn't in a Johnny and my hair wasn't like Don King, and I wasn't oh, and he was like, where you going? Just talking to me, and I'm like, oh, and he's like, calm down, it's okay, girl, don't worry about it. When he calmed me down, he got me to go back to the hospital, and when I got back to the hospital, they wouldn't take me because they said that I escaped from the hospital, so now they can't take me back. He stayed until I got admitted to another hospital. And then he gave me his police cell phone number, and he told me when I get out of the hospital to call him and tell him how I'm doing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I call him, and he picks up every time, and he remembers me. It's not like he's like, Imani who? He's like, Imani, how you doing, girl?
So after we met with Imani, we really wanted to meet Sergeant Boehm.
I think the biggest thing is for people to know that police are human, that police have family and friends and concerns and thoughts.
So we asked Sergeant Boehm to come in and coach us on a real life scenario.
Because there's a lot of stuff you can't train for.
But what you've learned, can it be passed on quicker by role playing?
In this scene, there was a drive-by and a young man got shot. Now we're in the hospital with the friends and family. One of the friends is really loud and agitated. And now the actors playing cops have to come in and try to de-escalate the situation.
You can't fucking just sit here and do nothing and just see my man's dying in the next room.
Are you alright? How's everybody doing?
Yo, my man's just dying in the next room. I don't care who you are. You don't know the situation. You don't know the kind of pain I'm in right now.
Is speaking out of anger. So now, if the officer came in and said, "Who wants an update? You know, can I give you guys an update? Can you calm down a little bit? You're not gonna be able to hear me unless you calm down. Do you want an update or not?" You don't want to lie to them.
That's right.
You don't want to lie.
Yeah.
But if the update is a good one, then it's positive. That's great. Use it to your advantage. If it's a bad one, you got to be ready for what's going to come out after that.
Say, what if it was a bad update?
The news is not good. He's going into surgery. But what the doctors need right now, and they've asked me to come out here, is they need quiet.
We don't have time to be fucking waiting in a hospital. He's already fucking dead in there. You want to sit there? What?
You guys want an update on the situation?
Yes, I want to know what the fuck is going on with my boy in there.
All right. If I give you an update, you're gonna need to remain calm.
I'm calm, man. You're in my face. Just tell me what you need to tell me.
I can't give you an update if you're shouting. All right. Doctors say that it's a critical situation right here. They need calm in the waiting room. We'll update you as soon as we find something out. All right. Is there anything I can do for you at this point?
What you did was great. I thought it was wonderful. But even you take a more personal step now. You can even sit down and say, "All right, well, who am I updating? What's your name?"
Okay.
"Hey, John, nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so." And that's part of the verbal judo that you were talking about, is to be able to now show them that you're not just a police officer, that you're a human being.
David, Aaron.
Sit the fuck down, man.
Yo, how are you gonna tell me to sit down?
You know what's going on in there right now?
He's dying in there right now.
No, he's not dying.
No. Come on. Sit your ass
Here's the
down.
situation. All right, he's critical. They're taking him into the emergency room right now. They're going to operate on him. All right, it's going to take about 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours.
He
And
could be
we need you
dead.
to stay calm during that time, all right? Because they need total concentration. It's going to be a very delicate operation. We're going to update you as soon as they come out of the operating room. Let you know what the situation is. All right, John. It's great to talk to you.
David.
David? I thought you were John.
You usually find the leader of the group, not even so much the person who's being loud, but the leader of the group, and you pull them aside and say, "Hey, listen, how can I help you? What can I do for you?" So you throw the questions back at them. What can I do for you? These are your friends. How do we prevent something from happening tonight? And they might go back and settle it with that person. They might go back and say, "I stay calm, this, that, and the
I
other."
felt like I kind of had it set up because you was talking about like what exactly was happening, and I couldn't just like ignore that.
I want to know what the update is. And I wanted to get it any way possible, even if I had to tell my homeboy to just relax for a little bit, so.
I'm going to be the liaison person for you. I'm going to make sure you don't have to bother the doctors, you don't have to bother the nurses. I'm going to come out and I'm going to give you all the information. You need anything, you tell the other officers to come and see me. That builds a rapport. The office is here to help me. I know it's not something that's going to change every cop overnight. It's not going to change the public overnight. But it's a step in the right direction. And, if you can get me to change my mind, or even get me to say, "Gee whiz, I should handle it that way," because I'm learning. I'm still learning.